Okay, welcome back to the Howard Keating Show. I'm Howard Keating, and we're delighted to have on our show right now, we have Brian Overbey, and he's account executive with Piers. And we're going to learn about Piers, but this is a tool that all small businesses must take a look at, okay? And by the way, you can go to www.piers.com and learn all you need to know about this company. And Brian's going to tell us about it. He's been with the company for how many? 12 years?
About 15 years
15
now.
years.
Indeed.
You look pretty good for a guy that's 68 years old. I got to be even with it. 16 years, that speaks volumes about the company. You must like it.
I do like it. And Piers is an acronym for the Port Import Export Reporting Service. And essentially what we do is we collect and transcribe ship manifests and bills of ladings that are filed with U.S. Customs. And using that source, we've created a database that identifies importers and exporters, and it gives a detailed accounting of all shipments that transit U.S. ports. Now, companies typically use our information to find new sources of supply, to monitor what their competition is importing and exporting, as well as general market analysis. Now, some companies also use our data to find new markets to send their products as well. Recently, we've launched a new product called Stats Plus, which actually provides the names and locations of companies overseas that are importing from the U.S. So we feel that this is a pretty strong tool that prospective importers and exporters, primarily exporters, will be able to use to find new markets to sell their products.
So what you're doing is showing people where the markets are taking off, in the industry that are taking off.
Indeed.
And that is a cool thing. So you're really helping the market research in a big time way.
Exactly.
So a small business doesn't have to go to the expense up front. They can go through this and take a look at, well, look at all these companies. Look what my competition is going. Where is that going? Where is that going?
Exactly.
And boy, that's a big benefit for small business.
It certainly is. And many small businesses have benefited from our data for years. And one of the good things about our data is we do a lot of the legwork for you. There's information sources out there that are readily available within the public domain, but certainly none that has the level of detail that the Piers database has. We have a database that will help you identify who the players are in each market. We can tell you the volumes of cargoes that are transiting different trade lanes and so on and so forth. So we've been instrumental in many businesses getting off the ground and being able to compete in such a competitive marketplace that exists today.
And as y'all can tell, we're over at the Export-Import event in Washington, D.C. This is dynamite. We wouldn't have met Brian otherwise, okay? But this is a great tool because there is not a tool like that for domestic information, to my knowledge, is there?
Well, there certainly is. We track both import and export activity. So, for instance,
I'm talking about from state to state.
State to state, no.
So this is another tool. My point is what a tool that you have for exporting or importing. Either way you want to talk about it. This is a great tool that you can monitor as a small business goes what's going on in activities that you can't get to monitor here in the United States because they can just ship it over here, ship it over there. There's no manifest, there's no accountability.
Exactly.
So this is a great tool that you have.
Certainly. And the great thing about our information is available in all mediums. If you would like to access the internet to get access to our information, you can do that. We also put together customized reports that we can send in Excel or Access or whatever database you're accustomed to using. We can burn the information on CD-ROM and send it out that way. But primarily, most of our customers use our information via the web, and it is very convenient to access our database and go about searching not only U.S. data, but we have data on several Latin American countries as well. So we have a plethora of different products and services that will enable you to crack into different markets, see who's the major players in those markets, as well as general market analysis.
So you got different. Let's talk about it. Let's break them down. Do you have 3 or 4 different categories of product?
Well, we have various products and various services. We have a very diverse customer base.
Okay.
Our customer base includes various government agencies, banks, importers, exporters, manufacturers, all of the shipping lines. So what we've done is we've kind of tailored some of our products to the different markets. For instance, we have a Piers database, as we call it, which provides standardized cleanse data that is the data of choice for the carriers. So they use this information in a little bit of a different way than some of our other market segments use the information. We have raw data that's taken directly from the automated manifest system that's used by customs to document and track all import activity. And there's a large amount of customers of ours who prefer that raw data that isn't cleansed, that will enable them to look at the marks and numbers in different fields on a bill of lading to find actionable data that they can use.
Okay, so, knowing small business, price is a key. We only got so much.
Indeed.
How affordable is this?
Our data is very affordable in terms of we have different levels of service that will enable someone that isn't a Fortune 500 company to benefit from the use of our data. One of the things that we've done recently is we've instituted a policy in which we've opened up our data so that our customers could look at multiple years of data for trending and forecasting purposes. And our data is competitively priced, and there's certainly a use for those small businesses, the mom and pop shops that are just trying to get their feet wet and get started. We can certainly accommodate them.
You can accommodate with product and price, right?
Certainly.
Okay.
We do that every day.
Okay, good. Now we're getting down to it, guy, okay? Because that's what we're here about. We're the advocate for small business. But let's talk about our business right now. Is there a way that we can plug into your system and have your system be able to get out there to our members?
Any of your members can access our website and register for a free trial of all of our products.
Cool. That's cool.
Yes. We're at www.piers.com, Piers.com. Simply log on to our website, and you can actually talk with a representative via our chat line. You can actually register to get a trial ID to our Piers TI database, to our Stats Plus database, as well as our Prospects database. And that will give you some access to some historical data so that you'll be able to play around with the data a little bit and familiarize yourself with the platform and how user-friendly it is. And that will give you a concrete idea of what the data is all about and how it can help you.
Okay, so you do this with, I'm sure the data is going back and forth with banks and other financial institutions besides banks, manufacturers, distributors, marketing companies, logistics, big time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. What about associations? Are you involved with associations?
Yes, we have a number of associations that subscribe to our data. Not only the associations at a corporate level, but also all of their members subscribe to our data as well. And we've been known to put together packages for different associations to reach out to their memberships to grant them access to Piers data.
Okay, so what we're talking about, we got a lot of things going on with small business. And, to get going, they want to take it cautiously. They want to, wade in. But thank God they're starting to wade in, because 95% of the business out there is international. It's not here.
Indeed.
So here we got an opportunity. If we could sit there and incur as an association and have our members partake in this, we could save them some money if we set it up that way, couldn't we?
Certainly.
Okay, so will you have somebody get in contact with us so we can get that thing done?
I will certainly have my marketing people get in contact with you.
Great.
And we'll see what we can work out.
Okay, we'll do that. In the meantime, all you listeners out there, take a look at this. Go to Piers. And by the way, it's www.piers.com. Take a look at what the possibilities are out there. Fish around. You got 30 days to try it. We'd love to have you give your response back. go to info@keatingnetwork.com. Tell us your experience with this so we can help this company. If it isn't for you, maybe they can modify or customize different things. They obviously got the data out there we all need, and we need to know what the trends are. So, Brian Overbey, it's been wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, this is great.
Alrighty.
Let's figure out how to do business together. Let's figure out how to make it work, okay?
Certainly.
Okay. Thank you very much for being on the show. We'll be right back.